What up, peeps? I am back on a video update. I've been getting some questions on what is next, where I'm at now, what's my status. So, where I'm at now, I'm kind of waiting on the lab test to see how much percentage of donor cells are engrafted in my system. This result has taken a while. I asked the doctor, like, when do I get this? He says, I don't know. So, I don't know. But as of now, we're still monitoring for GVHD, graft versus host disease. What is that? Is when your body rejects whatever's been transplanted. And as my steroids are being tapered off, we hope that my body doesn't have to be reliant on the steroids as well as immunosuppressants to contain GVHD. I've had to be back in the hospital twice a week now for an antivirus drug intravenously, as well as blood work and doctor's appointments, plus a drug that you have to inhale to prevent pneumonia. The next bone marrow aspiration and biopsy around the 100-day mark, 100-day post-transplant, and hormone testing won't be till a year later. As far as we know for now, no more chemo. I'm so effing done with chemo. I don't want to do it again. The doctor and transplant coordinator said a no working for a year, but I reckon it's probably because of close proximity to large group of people and less hygienic working environment. Depending on the type of work, it may be too stressful on the body, just right from the get-go. I'm not quite sure, but I can't help it. I've already been on LinkedIn looking for jobs, like what kind of remote work can I do until I'm cleared to be back in the wild. I do have a few ideas of work from home, but it ain't like it's gonna cover bills any larger than my phone or hospital taxis. I take what I can get, right? Plus, it ain't the type of work that I'm used to. So, if anyone has any job referrals, I hope you consider me. My CV is on LinkedIn, which I will link up in the caption of this video. Damn, it got dark. The fuck? And yeah, you might be thinking, why are you thinking about working already so soon when it takes 12 to 18 months to recover from a bone marrow transplant? It's effing survival instincts and working for as long as I can remember. And there's been a lot more expenses just this month. I mean, what with paying the helper for a whole lot of cleaning. And you need the AC professionally clean, and got air purifier, got a vacuum, got curtains washed, got an extra bed and bedding stuff just for my brother who's been in Hong Kong just to support me for about 2 months now. And my mom takes over that shift soon, and as much as I love her being here with me, every single day that she ain't working as a waitress, she ain't got an income either. That server life, yo. I used to wait tables throughout high school. We live off of tips in America. Ain't no fixed salary for us in Chinese restaurants. No work, no money, honey. So that essentially puts us at 2 sources of income less in the family. Playing catch up is gonna be a bitch, and even though my mama is one tough cookie and looks like my sister more than my mom, knowing she has to hustle in her 50s just breaks my fucking heart. So that's why I've been thinking about work as soon as I can. I'm personally thinking maybe not a year, but maybe by like the 6-7 month mark. I could probably start with some personal training, one-on-one, less human contact, more understanding of my condition. The other question I've gotten is, what have I been doing with my time at home? Well, you do what everybody else do when you've been isolated for a while. You make your food dreams come true. I've been cooking a lot. I've been cooking every day. I'm so grateful that my brother is here to do dishes because I probably spend more time in the kitchen right now than I do asleep. The reason why I say that is because my sleep has been affected for a while now. Just because the meds I've been on, like the steroids and immunosuppressant, they make my body feel like this. Like I've had 3 shots of espresso 3 times a day. And that's why I can't sleep. So during the day, I'm kind of tired. At night, I'm just wide awake. I've been playing around with wigs. I got some great gifts from my pen pal, Kieran in California. And these are great. I mean, I can't believe there's no charity shops in Hong Kong that offer wigs to people in need. If you know a place in Hong Kong that does donate wigs, please holla. Which don't do that so far. Let's see another one. I I haven't had bangs since 12. This has been kind of fun to see what potential haircuts I might do in the future. So I do bathroom every day or every other day, but the majority of cleaning had to be done by a helper because my post-transplant guide does say that I'm not really allowed to do cleaning due to exposure to dust and dirt. And for those of you wondering why, it's because after the intensive chemo that supposedly wipes out all of your cells, including cancer cells, or at least we hope it did, the immune system is incapable of protecting the body from bacteria, viruses, and germs. The immune system is pretty much never going to be the same again, and the long-term side effects from a transplant is freaking disheartening. So there's effort that goes into handling things physically, psychologically, and emotionally, learning as I go. And finally, the last piece. Activity-wise, I started yoga a few days after I left the hospital, just because I needed to do something. The following videos were a great starting point for me, because I had enough motivation to start something, but I sure as hell lacked the inspiration and just focus to get creative on how to coach myself. It's been better this past week, though. I mean, I've gone for walks, I've turned into some half-ass jogging, and just a few days ago I was in a great mood, so I decided to bust into a running interval for 20 minutes. Then I did 20 minutes of body weight leg exercises. What I did not expect, though, was how I felt after it, because they rendered me motionless on the couch for 2 hours later. My appetite has been more affected in the past few days. I had to force myself to eat because I know I need it to recover. Just last night I came down with a fever, though. It went up to 38.5 Celsius, which is the marker where I would have to check myself in the hospital. But thank goodness it didn't stay at 38.5 for too long, and eventually the fever broke. So right now I'm just monitoring my temperature, and fingers crossed I don't get a fever tonight, and it's all good in the hood. Alright, my head's getting hot. You know, the first week in the hospital, I was overwhelmed with the amount of support that was shown by friends and by strangers, by acquaintances, by people I haven't even met, don't even know. It's been an incredible, I don't even know how to describe it. It's when you're in a position where you receive so much love in all different forms, and you kind of sit there and go, like, what the hell did I do to deserve this? So I guess, okay, it's a long-winded way of saying thank you. Thank you to everyone who has shown support through the events, through the live events like at Tribe, at Goji, the one that Trisha put up just in December, at the Deadlift fundraiser, as well as everyone who's been on DonorBox and to help me out financially every month. This whole journey would have been so different if it weren't for your help. And I just want you to know that you are very appreciated and you are not forgotten, and that I think of you and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Like, I wish I knew how to show you my thank you, but since I can't actually be able to hug you, just get this hug. So to end this video on a good note, it's upwards and onwards from here. It's going to be hard work, there's going to be self-acceptance, and there's going to be a lot of love everywhere. Chat soon, guys. Peace.